It's so incredible to watch the people that I grew up with. And I'm talking globally across the country to where you're pointing fingers at me versus pointing at the problem, which is Paris Hilton. So you got a career like all big wig and shit, and you're like a real estate agent with like millionaires and shit, and you're like bragging that you lived in New York City, and you act like you're from New York City in your old hometown, where you disrespect the people that you used to know because you're so bougie, and you know who I'm fucking talking to, you ugly cunt. You think because you got out of this small town and deserted where you came from, you lost who you were, and you were like, well, whatever. Well, whatever, whatever. And so you were like, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go after the person that I went to high school with. Instead of taking a look at the fact that LA's full of assholes and pieces of shit. And then you show yourself who you actually are as you don't fight for shit. You just go with the flow to make your cash. You don't fight for shit. You just show up for the cash. Show up for the glamour. Show up for the money. Show up to show off. Oh, you had such a huge crush on that guy in high school, didn't you? Now you're like a big wig real estate agent who is now working in opposition to him. So you're going to play your New York energy all up on him, aren't you? You're going to try to get in like Flynn with him so that he can hand over clients or do whatever fucking bullshit networking that you real estate agents do, aren't you? However, you don't stand for the land that you grow up on. You didn't grow up after you were 12 years old. You're still 12 years old. And then you just finagled your way around in vicious, vile, bad behavior. And somehow you got somebody to marry you. Somehow you convinced. See, these women don't actually act like real people. They convince you to marry them. And you say, yes, babe, I'll buy you a diamond. And then you brag about the diamond, and then you brag about your house, and you tell everybody about subway tiles and dumbass shit that no one gives a fuck about. That's all you fucking talk about is your goddamn organized closet. And then you as the man say, well, my wife is part of a club where she raises money for herself. But the organization she's raising money for is for supposedly a good cause. But all it does is pay for her shit, her ego. You then run around and demand respect, but don't give respect in return. You violate servers at restaurants. You demean them with your uppity New York attitude. You disrespect them because you have more money than them, and then you cry out DEI. You're the abuser, and then you cry out that you're the victim. You're the violent one, and then you cry out the other people are the problem. When you're the fucking problem, you got the fucking money, you got the fucking connections, and you're still hanging out with Crystal Ferrier. See, that's the problem with the world today is none of you up to shit. You're all up to your vagina and your clit getting licked. Like that one girl in the tent where she got done by two dudes. Taking turns. Quinn and Robbie. Oh, don't worry. They're all doing it in LA. It's not that big a fucking deal. Except for you were in high school. I mean, we could like really kind of say that you were in high school and we all make mistakes. However, you're still doing it. LA. You're actually doing worse than that. So you little bitches are standing around waiting for your turn to be famous amongst the elite of influence so that you can hang out with these 20-somethings while they're your ages of your kids. While you appease your kids into anything they want so that you can keep up with the Joneses while you act as if you were what? A big wig real estate agent? Oh, don't you even worry, New York City, because you're involved in this too. So are you, LA. So are you, Austin. So are you, all big cities across this entire country. You all think you're hot shit when you're nothing. And don't you worry, Hamptons and all the other little shit ass towns across this country who you think they're your secret vacation spots. You lost sight of what it means to be a real human being a long time ago. You don't fight for shit. You literally get everything handed to you based on what? Oh, the fact that you're a woman. The fact that you're married to him. The fact that you are, I don't even know. You make it up. Where's the actual evidence that you actually do shit in the world? There ain't none. You just lie back and say, oh, well. You say, oh, well, everybody, I'm rich and I don't care about you. I'm rich. I got money. I went to a Gary V Miami party. Did you see me there? Look at Gary V and his ex-wife as they go to the tennis club. Me and my wife's friends, Lizzie, we're on another vacation. Thanks, Gary, for sharing. Thanks for sharing the gaslighting that Lizzie would always do to you so that you could tell everyone that you were married to keep the vultures off of you without standing up for yourself for people like Annalise Lightfoot. Unprofessionals who do absolutely nothing except for do unethical business practices, but they keep getting business because they're all unethical business practices, and that in your eyes is how you just play the game. That's not how Donald Trump plays the game. No, that's what you made up in your fucking heads. Now, Donald Trump abides by laws and he respects the people, which is why his businesses are so fucking successful. Even when they tried to bankrupt his ass, like they tried to bankrupt me, we still get up and fight. You don't even put 1 ounce of foot on the line because your life is so fucking worthless. All you want to do is get more plastic surgery, Annalise Lightfoot. All you all want to do is compete with what? Kim Kardashian? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You literally are selling out our fucking country so that Annalise Lightfoot can go on a fucking billboard and smile her tits off so that everybody can look at her like she's a fucking hometown hero. You haven't done shit in your fucking life. You went to New York City to be a fucking bitch. That's the fucking truth. I went to Colorado and I battled the shit. Understand the difference between your life and mine, and you'll see who the real success is. Because it sure as fuck ain't you, bitch. All you did was go make some money and look for some dick to put a ring on it. Oh, I'm such a nice person. No, you're not. You're all evil as shit. You were in high school, and you still fucking are. You weren't fun to hang out then, which is why I didn't hang out with your asses. You weren't interesting. You weren't intelligent. You were not nice to people. None of you were. And now it all gets exposed into who you are as an adult, because who you were in high school is who you still are. And now you allow these little fuck faces. You take a look at those fucking photos of who I used to be and what I used to look like, and you take responsibility, Ronnie Brada, for your role and what that girl went through to sit behind you and Lisa Brandon as you took her hair behind her ear. And you giggled and laughed. And you flirted. And said how pretty she was. And how wonderful she was. While you all fucked everybody over. And you did nothing for the world except for be a fucking loser. I don't give a shit how much money you think you fucking have, bitch. You haven't changed one fucking bit. But guess what? Every fucking day, I battle your asses and I fucking win. That's for LA. That's for New York City. And then all you do is cry your little bitch eyes out. Let me call my honey bun, my husband, my love, and my babe while the fucking Middle East take over the fucking country, you cunt bitch.